especially for seniors, when selling a long-held home comes up.
Right. And it feels like more than just a move, doesn't it? It's tied up with finances, security.
Everything. Yeah. So today we're digging into some source material that explores a specific way to handle this challenge, trying to turn that overwhelm into more confidence.
That's the goal. And our mission here is really to unpack how combining expertise can make a difference. We're looking at Scott Selleck, a senior real estate specialist, and Jason Fink, a financial advisor at Certified Financial Services.
And how them working together helps you if you or maybe someone you know is in this spot.
Exactly. Because you're right, it's so much bigger than just, putting a sign in the yard.
For sure. For seniors thinking about downsizing, moving, maybe changing their whole retirement setup,
Yeah.
selling the house starts this cascade of financial decisions.
Oh, absolutely. The source really flags this. It impacts your retirement security, taxes from selling, how you preserve your wealth long term. It's all connected. It really is. And without a clear strategy, that's where uncertainty creeps in. This alliance approach aims to tackle that head on.
Okay, let's unpack the alliance then. Start with the financial side. Jason Fink. He's a financial advisor, over 12 years at Certified Financial Services, CFS.
Right. CFS based in Plymouth, New Jersey. And what the source highlights about Jason is his passion. He really wants to help clients get fully organized financially, coordinating everything.
Not just looking at one piece of the puzzle.
Oh, the whole landscape.
And he uses this tool, the Lifetime Economic Acceleration Program, LAP. So LAP, think of it less like macroeconomic strategies and more like a really sophisticated financial GPS.
That's a good way to put it.
It helps you see the big picture, but also how all the parts work together, like protection strategies, where your assets are, managing debt, cash flow.
Which is critical when you're making a huge change like selling your home.
Absolutely. And the source mentions his network is key too, right? He's not alone.
Yeah, that's a big differentiator. He can pull in specialists like estate planning attorneys, CPAs, others, so you get truly comprehensive advice when needed.
And he's part of CFS, this larger organization. The source talks about their scale, like serving over 39,000 families and businesses.
Right. They mentioned some big numbers, billions in life insurance client assets.
Which isn't just numbers. It points to resources, stability, solid support.
Exactly. You get the weight of an institution, but the source suggests you still get that personal focus, which is so important during these transitions.
Okay, so that's the financial anchor. Now let's bring in the other side. Scott Selleck.
Scott Selleck, yeah. He brings 32 years of very specific experience as a senior real estate specialist, the SRES.
And this source says that SRES designation, it's not just letters after his name, it's a whole philosophy, right? Tailored for seniors.
Precisely. It's about understanding their unique needs.
Okay, let's break down that SRES acronym based on the source. S is for supportive.
Meaning compassionate guidance. Recognizing it's emotional, not just practical.
Right. R is resourceful. So offering tools, insights, maybe downsizing tips, housing options.
Understanding the financial side related to the real estate, too.
E is empowering, helping you feel confident in the choices you make. Custom plans for selling, making sure the next place fits your future needs.
That's huge. Planning ahead.
And the final S is specialized. So deep knowledge of, say, local 55-plus options and really getting the emotional weight of these later life moves.
And Scott's experience translates into real benefits. Clients in the source call him a comprehensive researcher.
Using tech and analysis to really know the market.
And staging advice, described as a wise advisor on that front. We all know how important that is.
Oh, yeah. And that useful black book of resources, handymen, cleaners. That alone sounds like gold when you're trying to move.
It takes a load off, doesn't it? Plus, integrity keeps coming up. Knowledgeable, hardworking, and honest.
And local connections. Being incredibly knowledgeable about the area, recommending good lawyers, title companies. That smooths the whole process.
Definitely.
So here's the core insight, right? What happens when these two, the realtor and the financial advisor, don't just exist separately, but they actively collaborate?
That's the strategic alliance piece. And according to the source, that's where you find this unmatched value. It addresses the moving and the money together.
Okay, so what are those specific benefits when they work together?
Well, first, home equity optimization. It's not just getting top dollar.
That's good too.
Of course. But it's also planning how to use that equity strategically for your retirement. Reinvesting, funding the next place.
Got it. Linking the sale directly to the long-term plan.
Yeah.
which leads to tax-efficient strategies.
Exactly. Selling a house can trigger big tax stuff.
They try to minimize that hit, keep more of your money.
Precisely. And then there's integrated retirement income planning. Jason helps restructure your investments, your income streams based on potentially new housing costs or location.
Making sure the money works for the new lifestyle and protection strategies.
Yeah. Any big change means reviewing insurance, financial safeguards. They make sure that's part of the conversation throughout the transition.
Not an afterthought.
Yeah.
And that LE bath system we talked about.
Right, Jason's tool. The source shows how it integrates with Scott's real estate work for that complete financial picture. The house sale isn't separate. It's part of the retirement plan.
And, this one's important, family harmony.
Oh, definitely. These transitions can get complicated with family. Having a unified, sort of neutral team can really help navigate those dynamics, support everyone involved.
Okay, so how does it actually work? They have a process.
Yeah, the source outlines a pretty clear collaborative process designed to be seamless.
Step 1, comprehensive financial assessment. That's an initial meeting with both of them.
Correct. Get everyone aligned from the start, understanding finances, retirement goals, housing needs all together.
Makes sense. Step 2, strategic planning.
Based on that assessment, they develop coordinated strategies, aiming for maximizing home value and optimizing the financial results for the long run.
Okay. Step 3, real estate prep and marketing. That's where Scott's expertise really kicks in.
Getting the home ready, marketed effectively.
And while that's happening, step 4 is financial repositioning.
Exactly. Jason's working with you concurrently, preparing for the financial side of the transition, figuring out where the proceeds need to go.
Okay, so things happen in parallel. Then step 5, settlement and reinvestment.
They guide you through closing and then help strategically deploy the sale proceeds into the right financial vehicles according to the plan.
And it doesn't just stop there. Step 6, ongoing support.
Right. The relationship continues. They're available for ongoing guidance as you settle in and things evolve.
So let's boil it down. What are the real wins for someone going through this? The source says, potentially, maximized home value from Scott's work.
And preserved wealth, keeping more equity through Jason's tax planning during the sale process.
Getting sustainable retirement income set up, structuring things for reliable cash flow.
And honestly, probably reduce stress, not having to juggle coordinating two separate advisors who might not be talking to each other.
Yeah, that's huge. Plus that family support aspect, keeping everyone informed, aiming for harmony.
And long-term protection, knowing you've got this integrated team available down the road if needs change.
And just briefly circling back to Certified Financial Services, CFS, the organization behind Jason.
Right. The source reminds us he's backed by their resources and stability.
That scale we mentioned, serving tens of thousands, billions managed, it means access to robust tools, research, a solid foundation.
And their approach, described as community-focused, emphasizing family, protection, long-term relationships.
It seems to align really well with Scott's SRES philosophy, that focus on the person and their specific needs.
It does seem like a good fit philosophically. Look, navigating a senior move, selling a home, it's undeniably a major life event. Lots of moving parts.
For sure. But the idea here is that combining Scott Selleck's SRES expertise, the understanding of the move itself, emotional and practical, with Jason Fink's financial planning focus.
Integrating it all into your long-term financial health.
Right. It offers this comprehensive, coordinated support. It's about having guides to make informed choices about the house, the money, the future.
Leading to, hopefully, more confidence moving into that next chapter.
And the source does mention a complimentary consultation is available. Seems like a good first step to see if this approach fits your situation.
Yeah, a way to learn more directly.
So this deep dive really highlighted the power of connecting those dots, real estate and financial planning, especially when seniors are making these significant home-related transitions.
It really did, and it kind of leads to a final thought, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If integrating housing and financial planning is so critical during a retirement move, how might thinking that way, integrating those things earlier, change how you plan for, well, for any major life event?
Yeah.
Buying a first home, a career change, just planning for the future down the road makes you wonder,